Hey guys, how's it going? So, another week, another mobile suit, and this week we have the Delta Plus. But before we get into that, real quick, it is Sunday. We're going to be doing the podcast later tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. Hopefully, I have this up before then. If not, then whenever I can get it up, I'll get it up. Monday is going to be busy, and hopefully that doesn't carry too far into Tuesday. But anyway, yeah. So, we have that coming out. The video for the podcast should be coming out after this one at some point, and I can't wait for the Kshatriya. Also, I made a cool little thing for the Kshatriya. I could show that here, or maybe, who knows, maybe I might edit and post it. It'll be right there in the middle of the screen. If not, then never mind. Well, you'll see it because I'm definitely going for the Kshatriya when it comes out. If I don't get it, I'm going to cry. And I already said, if it's a raid, I probably quit. Probably quit the game because I've been waiting for a support that's this crazy, and it's another one of my favorite suits. The GBO2 ended up being a raid first. I would hate to see this happen to me twice, but yeah, it could. Who knows? But yeah, anyway, Delta Plus things. Here we go. Delta Plus is solid, and maybe that's a way of saying mid or whatever or meh, but it is decent. It can get the job done. You can win games with it. It's got options. I would kind of compare it to the A1 steak sauce, the Zeta Plus A1, and only it has better firing from a distance. You can play a bit safer. It has decent melee damage. So yeah, overall pretty good. Let's go ahead and watch the video here. It does have a shield gun. It has its main rifle, which you can charge for a stun. The shield gun stuns. The missiles are built up as well. You can build up in 2 shots, which is just like the Georgia kind of thing. Fires really quickly for its beam rifle. There's a swing. You can charge up stun. I think it's 2.5. You got a really cool flight mode that has some good options to spam and get some stuns with that. And you have the heavy uh, like flight mode thing where you tackle, or what is it called? Wave. Anyway, it's a heavy flying melee attack. What is the skill called? Oh well, too late now. I'm derping, but you guys know what it is. Anyway, it does more damage when you're flying. Ramming attack. Yes, it has the heavy ramming attack or whatever it's called. Maybe that's not even the name. But either way, you can do the heavy ramming attack. Um, there's the normal suit. Oh yeah, I guess again, it's got a lot of options. It's definitely solid. It's not bad. You can definitely work with it. There's probably some very high skill cap people that will really do some work in this thing because it does have a lot of options. Overall, though, decent. But if you already have something that's more meta at that cost, it is 650 by the way. And if you already have something more meta, probably stick with that. But anyway, if you need a raid, 3-star, it's definitely decent. Not bad. It's not a bad thing to roll on. Then we have the Full Armor Gundam Mark III Level 2 coming in. There is the Level 1, of course. It is a pretty decent. I would say it's also kind of like the Delta Plus. It's decent for what it is. I'd like to see a buff to it actually, but overall you have a lot of options and you can do some stuff with the Mark III. If you didn't get it, there you go. You can try for it. I'm not trying for it because the Kshatriya is coming out. I was going to maybe try for it at the end of the week, which I already wasted 2 spins on both the Delta and that, so I'm kind of sad. But anyway, moving on to the next thing, though. Yeah, so rival things, they accidentally made it not work, how they changed it, but they changed it back, so now you can only get 1 to 3 as the max. I love this new change. I think this is probably the best change they've done to the game in a long time. It definitely balances out this, curve that they've created by having a rival system. Not to go into it too much, but it's having a rival system, you can pretty much game the game. I did that with Space and the Zeong. I would go kill a base, and because the base score counted, I would pretty much always beat my rival, and the base is worth a lot of kills. If I can distract long enough, I might die once, but I get essentially 5 kills worth. Win the game, I beat my rival. If we lose because not enough people attacked me, I would still normally beat my rival and not lose as many points. So I would generally go up no matter what happened in the Zeong. I could lose 3 games and win 1, and I would pretty much beat those 3 games score by 1 win. I think something like that. Maybe. That might be a little bit of an exaggeration. No, because I could get technically 4 minus 4, that's minus 12, and I get a plus 17. So yeah, it is possible to actually beat that. I could even beat 4 games if I did well enough, that is, too. That is the absolute max difference but you get what I'm saying. Let's say we average that out and say I got only +4 each time. What is that? -7, 21 to 1 win, which would be 14. That's not bad. That's only a 7 difference, and I'm back up to where I was. So, and that would be 3 losses. Anyway, but that's my point. Moving on though, which they did nerf the base thing, so technically I can't do that in space anymore. But there's ways to game it. By having a rival system, you are essentially playing fantasy football for yourself, and you're picking yourself. Anyway, moving on. Doans Island, they gave us uniforms. It's pretty cool. So if you wanted that, there you go. That's pretty nice. Other than that, though, let's. Oh, by the way, I can't wait for the movie. The movie's hype. If you haven't seen the trailer, go check out the trailer. It is amazing. Then the report thing. Yes, they're banning people. Woot. There we go. Then we have the new map is amazing. I think it's the better military base. I don't even want to play a military base ever again because this thing's out. It's so good. The verticality, it works so well. Yes, it does have the same kind of problem if your team's fighting on one side or the other, but they've got good spawn points, looks like, for you to capture. So far, they've been working really well. I really like it, and apparently you can still get stuck off of buildings. So if you cap one of the points on top of a building, don't fall off, because I don't think you can actually make it back to your suit, unless they fix that. But either way, I think somebody was complaining about that. So, yeah. Don't get stuck. But other than that, we have the buffs and nerfs. We'll go over those and the previous months and kind of point out some things as well. Here we go. We'll go and do the premium thing. So we got the Afrit Schneid level 1 for the first section of June. Then the full armor Hyakushiki for the second. And the Methas Kai level 1 for the potential free suit. Shiki, still good at level 2, amazing. Schneid is definitely a good raid stopper and just a good bully in general. Moving on to the ticket shop. Night Seeker V, at this point it's too late to just go get it, but if you see it pop in there again, I love this suit at 500. It is one of my favorite 500 suits to play. I don't know about doing the level 2 though. Level 2 could be a little iffy. Zuda F, cool I guess, it's level 3, meh. Moving on, though, to the DP store. Some really good stuff here. The, well, mainly the Mark II Cubile is finally in. It is an amazing suit for anything from doing the PvE stuff to doing just really good raid damage in 650. Now, if I had to compare this to the, yeah, I don't think that's a good comparison, because this is just you blow up stuff or you get blown up with the Cubile, whereas the other one, the Delta Plus, is definitely more, I would say, on the skill cap. It has more options to get away. I think this does have double dodge roll, so there's that, but yeah. But it's DP store. You can farm it. Hopefully the rank isn't too out there. Didn't look, but yeah. Hopefully it's not too far out there, and hopefully they do a rank crunch. I'm going to say that probably every update. Hopefully I'm not a broken record at this point. Moving on, though, here's some bugs and stuff that they fixed and whatnot. Jomru Finn and stuff didn't have things pretty much saying that you would get shot out of the sky, unlike other flight suits. And here is a spot. If you fall over in this corner, you will keep falling for a long, long time, maybe forever, until you die. So don't go over there. They're saying don't go over there until they figure out a fix. Anyway, and that is those. Let's go ahead and take a look at the clan ranked. So pretty much the next late night one is going to be the main focus for me, and that is on the 11th. So 600 cross 4v4, 700. That's going to be on the 4th. So next weekend we'll have on Saturday. Yeah, should be pretty cool. Hopefully that is the Kshatriya week. I'm assuming that is, rather. I'm honestly, maybe not hopefully, because I'd like to have a few more tokens, but that is probably Kshatriya that we could bet on for 700. Hopefully it's a 4-star. Hopefully it's the support that we've been needing. Yes. Anyway, my green dream is here, guys. My green dream is here. That's it. I might throw the clip of me freaking out about it. Yeah, it's good. I like it. Anyway, Moving on, we have um the updates. Okay, so the buffs and nerfs. So, as far as MkIII, feels pretty good now. Go check it out. Great suit. They just made it better. I really didn't think it was bad. Funny enough, the white dingo, I guess, is the main focus here. It got buffed, essentially, because people, I guess, weren't going close enough and dying or something. Mainly, I think that's more of its problem, is they could have just gave it more survivability, and it should have been fine, because it went, it's surviving more now, especially at these higher costs compared to the average. This one actually hit the average of deaths, and yeah, I think people are just playing back more. That's my guess. So maybe that's the fix. Anyway, they said they are going to figure out another way to adjust it somehow. Moving on, though, we have the GM and the Zaku 2. If you didn't try those, go try them. They got crazy part slot buffs. Feels good. Tropin is amazing. Go try it if you haven't. It's awesome. Marine Commander didn't really get anything. Moon Gundam got a little bit of a buff. Kind of cool. Definitely brought his damage up, looks like. There you go. Vargol also getting a buff and kind of the same stuff because I think they have the same rifle. Looking better. Definitely feeling it because people are playing it. Striker Custom is a beast. I see people doing some crazy stuff, and yeah, these numbers show it. GM Striker Kai getting a little bit of a buff. Kind of nice. There's some numbers up. Looking good. Jarja is a crazy suit. I love this suit now. Go try it. Jarja's amazing. Dewaj, everybody's losing because it's too complicated. If they take that grenade away, I'm going to be mad. But yeah, it's so good now. Go try it. Like, it's funny that all the stats went down. And they're going to be looking at this a little more intensely. I think they're going to be checking like probably the A+ and S- people to see if their stats look as bad before they try to buff it or change something with it. White Rider actually got up to decent levels. So yeah, I might try this again. I still think it's trash, but hey, who knows? Maybe it's actually pretty good, and I'm sleeping on it. Mass Production Cubile is insane now. It's got so much defense. You got so much defense against generals. Raids still hurt, especially heavy attacks because they just go through your buffer. But yeah, the defense they added to this is insane. Anyway, that was last month. Moving on to this month, we have the GM Spartan RG getting a bit of a buff, 1,000 health, 5 maneuver speed, high speed maneuvering, so your high speed goes up to 190 from 185. Thruster gauge went from 55 to 60, and turn speed went from 57 to 60 as well. Then we have the Doans Custom getting 2,000 health. I still feel like this isn't enough to fix this suit because of some other things. Stagger accumulation for the grenade went up. I still didn't feel that much. I think it was like 4 or 5 ticks before I could even stun something, which takes way too long. Somebody could easily boost through it. Yeah, I'm guessing you're supposed to use the bazooka in combination kind of thing. Just like if it's a raid that's boosting at you and you're trying to stop it. But as a general, it's kind of hard to stop. Other than that, though, the downswing did some pretty decent damage. And then it got base speed at 120 to 125. Turn speed went from 60 to 63. And they gave leg buffer level 2 and leg buffer level 3 to the level 1 and then the level 2. 80% heat rate on the beam bazooka from what it was at 90. Pretty decent. You can combo other things in there and come back, and it's pretty much ready to go. And then the downswing got buffed. Hopefully, this is a decent fix, but these numbers look really bad. It needs more. ReGZ finally got nerfed, but not in the way that I would like it to be nerfed. I guess they like its heavy attack, but it lost 1,000 health, so you can kill it better. The main thing is they're thinking that, it's going in, killing something, and then being able to boost away, get out, and then it has its biosensor kick in to save it at the last second if you're just barely making it out and then you make it out. If everybody's piling on this thing, they want it to die, and it's making it out even though people are piling on it. So that's their idea. Lower some health, bullet amount in the rifle so it can't do as much. Cooldown time is higher so it can't do as much to get in there by itself. And the weapon change time was adjusted. So yeah, hopefully this is enough to kind of nerf this thing. This thing is probably one of the top 3 raids at cost that is just insane. And that is the Trainer, the ReGZ, and the EZZ. They're all 3 ridiculous at their base cost. Maybe the Trainer now is the king. I would have said this probably was the king before. But yeah, all 3 insane suits. Definitely needed a nerf. in some way. Looking to see the trainer next. Mainly just by looking at these stats shows how good this suit is. But yeah, I think it was good. Hopefully it's a little more. Hopefully it actually does kind of nerf it a bit. Maybe people will just not play it, so I don't have to deal with it. As a support, yes, this is my support bias. Zeta Plus A1, I love this suit. That's why I kind of like the Delta Plus a little bit, because it reminds me of that. I kind of want it just because of that. But the Zeta 1, or Zeta Plus A1 Steak Sauce, getting that enhanced tackle level 4, which is nice. Consecutive attack supplement enhanced, so the swings, you don't lose as much damage per when you do 1, 2, 3 hits kind of thing. Level 2 power has been increased pretty significantly by, what is that, 115? So, and that's level 3 as well, would get that. Pretty nice, actually. Looking pretty good for the damage. They're definitely buffing just what it can do. I like it. And the beam cannons, now you can get 4 shots with the 34%, and the stagger accumulation has been improved. If it's much more, this thing's staggering everything. I'm pretty sure you could almost stagger even, what is it, damage control 3, maybe. If not, if they've even done 5%, you can definitely do it now. Anyway, it didn't look too bad as the base cost looks like, but I think this will push it up. Really good suit. I see some crazy people in it, and this is why I kind of like the Delta Plus and say it's in its own league compared to, say, the Mark II Cubile, where it's just burst damage. I see very skillful people doing a lot of work in the A1. GBO2. Lots of just giving it better thrust stuff here, but the speed was increased from 130 to 135. Flight control program level 2, which is nice. It didn't have that. That's actually kind of surprising. And then the level 3 power has been increased from 200 to 210 for its machine gun, but the main thing is its speed has increased. Curious to see that. I haven't seen it yet, but curious to see how good that is. That hopefully brings it up. Was a cool suit, kind of lacking, but I still see some people do some good work in it. So maybe that's the love it needed. I like the machine guns. Maybe I'll try it at some point. MkIII. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. This thing was decent. If you look, it's just below average, so it doesn't really need much, and they're really not giving it much. I did try the head Vulcans. They don't really stagger that well. It's about 25 to 30 shots for a stun, looks like. It looked about 30 when I was shooting something boosting at me, which was a raid, so there is maneuver armor lowering that value. And then the beam cannon, getting a reload time of 15 seconds. It's really easy to spam and, run out of ammo, so that's really nice. And stagger value accumulation is increased. Hopefully you can combine that with the new Vulcans to actually do something. Didn't get to test that. And level 2 power was increased by a decent bit. Not too crazy. What is that, 55, something like that, 45? No, 55, yeah. But level 2 and up, getting that. Hopefully that's enough to help. Decent suit. I know a lot of people that play it. Not my thing, really. But, again, I would probably do the, what is the gun cannon detector? There we go. Gallus K. I'm really surprised every time I see this thing's damage, and you can see here it's pretty much average, and a little below average at level 2, but I definitely got to give this thing another try because I'm seeing people do some good work. HP is increased by 1,000, which is always nice at all levels. High performance radar, that's meh, whatever. Unit range supplement is... Oh yeah, the range damage, 5% across the board. That's actually crazy considering how it's already over average at its base level. But it's losing more games and its rival. Mainly, it's dying a lot. That's the answer. I already know this because guess what? Like most supports, you have no option for defense. Give it the crouch thing. Give it something. Hopefully, the Kshatriya has the full armor thing where it can defend itself. Please help. But anyway, full armor 7th. Here we go. We have some stuff coming to it finally again because I keep saying it's trash. I mean, there's people that can do work. You can win with it. It's not bad almost anymore because if you can aim really well, you can stun things now. But it's still lacking damage, and that's obvious. And you can see it here in the stats. So, shorter focus time for the beam rifle, which is nice. Power increase, pretty significant actually for each missile. 50 damage, going from 250 to 300, and 70 damage on each beam from the beam arm gun, going from 180 to 250. Can this finally fix the 7th? Because now you got good defense and people are defending themselves, but like, I can literally play anything and just laugh at the damage numbers that my rival has because they played the 7. So, here we go. Especially if I win, it's just like 80,000 to like 40 or something, or 30, right? It can be bad. Even on a balanced game, it's still like 80 to 60 right there. But anyway, that's it for everything in this one. Pretty short actual unit adjustments this time. But let me know in the comments down below of what you thought about each of these. I might have timestamps, I might not. We'll see. But yeah, pretty cool. Definitely can't wait till Wednesday to come to see if it's the Kshatriya and if it's a support, please. Because I will be sad if it's not a support. If it is a general, I'll at least probably use it or get it. But I really want to support, man. I really want to get support. Or buff the Dagdaw again. Because, I mean, the Dagdaw, oh well, that's a whole nother discussion for another time. Maybe I'll talk about it when I make the Kshatriya video. There we go. But yeah, guys, that'll be it for this one. Should have gonna have the reaction thoughts thing where I talked to Gustav and Vion right after they did the show from the Kshatriya thing. And I know it's Gundam Fest, but Kshatriya stun locked me, and I'm just stuck on Kshatriya. So, my green dream is here, guys. But anyway, that'll be a video coming out probably in between this and the podcast or something like that. If I don't get it out, I'll try to get it in between this and the podcast. But anyway, guys, that'll be it for this one. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that. Let me know in the comments down below of anything in this update. Did you get the Delta Plus? What do you think about it? And any other suits and whatnot. But yeah, guys, that'll be it for this one. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Peace!